All right, so I'm always getting asked how I tie my head wrap, so I figured I'll just go ahead and show you guys. So my hair is just in a wrap. Most of the time I'm using a circle scarf, but you can really use anything. I've used leggings, you can use a t-shirt, but I really like circle scarves. So what I like to do is wherever like the seam is, I use the seam and I make sure that's in the back. The tag is kind of my guideline. I like to make sure it's not visible. So open up the scarf with the seam, and I like to just fold it. Depending on how big the scarf is will determine how much I fold. It's really not a science to it. It's just I like there to be a smooth edge. So, and I use this as kind of like my guideline for the middle, the center of the back of my head. So I just fold it up a little bit, and I'm going to put it over my head. So this is where you're going to get the tightness. So once you have it hanging over your head, you're going to take both sides and pull it towards the front. Now this middle part we want flat. So I'm going to open it back up. I'm going to make sure the middle part is flat. Then I'm going to pull it tight. Okay. Then I'm going to just start to twist. And depending on how you twist will determine kind of the style of the knot. So I'll show you first just twisting, just plain. So again, I pinched it at the front and I'm just going to twist. And as you twist, you'll notice because it's a circle scarf, you're going to have a little bit that thins out. This is actually perfect because it's going to help making it easier to tuck. And it's another reason why I really like using circle scarves. So now that it's all twisted, I kind of twisted it really tight. I'm just going to spin it around. And this is what I mean by depending on like how tight you twist it, the way you twist it, it'll change the look of the knot at the top. So this is one way to just keep twisting it, and where it thins out, I'm going to just tuck that bottom part and I'm going to use the thin part as a tail to tuck underneath. And it's secure, it's tight, it's not going anywhere. So that's one way to twist it. Another way, if you want it higher, keep it the same exact way. But when you spin it around, you're actually going to, if I can do it right. All right. So we're going to do 1, 2, but instead of trying to keep it flat, I'm going to actually pull it right underneath it. And then tuck the tail. Now it's not as tight as I would like, so a lot of it is being patient and messing with it till you get it right. So let's try that again. And as I'm twisting, I'm just kind of conscious of, I want to make sure that if anything looks uneven, that I make sure I tuck it in because it'll show. So 1, 2, now I'm actually going to pull it underneath so it kind of lifts it up a bit. And for some reason with this scarf, I think it wasn't acting right, which is why I didn't wear it like this. But maybe I just was rushing. But that's another way. I kind of always do mine kind of the same, but one last way is you start out the same way, but I'm actually going to make sure you're not pinching your hair. A lot of times I'll have my bonnet, like my satin bonnet on underneath this, but sometimes I can't get it as smooth, but you want to make sure your hair is protected. But I'm actually going to twist it. And this is just going to give a little bit more of a definition. But as you can see, it tucks, it's also sometimes like they stick out more. But I'm actually just doing a two-strand twist. Again, because it's a circle scarf, I have some material sticking out, that's fine. It'll help me when it's time to tuck. And I'm just gonna twist. That's it, guys. And I love this on days where I just don't feel like doing my hair. I really just like scarves. I like to wear them around my neck, but I also love to wear them on my head. And most of the times I'll match my makeup to my scarf. And I just think they're super pretty. So for this one, I want it to kind of lay a little bit more flat. So I'm just doing this again, tucking that under. And I'm just, because it's thinned out, I'm just wrapping it underneath. And all set. I hope this was helpful, guys. Let me know. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. And by all means, share it.